Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Monsters Inc. from 2001.
On November 2nd, you won't believe your eye.
Would you listen to this? Blame it on the little guy with his one eye!
The creators of Toy Story take you into the high-pressure world
Wazowski!
of Monsters,
You
Inc.
little one-eyed cretin. Okay, first of all, it's cretin. If you're gonna threaten me, do it properly.
Billy Crystal, John Goodman.
Where is he?
Monsters Incorporated. Rated G. In theaters November 2nd.
Monsters Inc. stars John Goodman, Billy Crystal, Steve Buscemi, and is directed by Pete Docter. The plot of Monsters Inc. is that lovable Sully, portrayed by John Goodman, and his white-cracking sidekick, Mike Wazowski, portrayed by Billy Crystal, are the top scare team at Monsters Inc., the screen processing factory in Monstropolis. When a little girl named Boo, though, wanders into their world, it's the monsters who are scared silly, and it's up to Sully and Mike to keep her out of sight and get her back home. What are my positives with Monsters Inc.? Honestly, for me, it's creative. I think there's a lot of creativity to it. Now, honestly, the idea has been done before. I've seen stuff like, when I was a kid, I saw, it's been done before, for example, you guys remember the TV series All Real Monsters on Nickelodeon at the time? I do, and yeah, it's kind of the same idea, but at least they do something different with the idea. So, do some different things in there than, let's say, for example, All Real Monsters. And you know what? I just like the designs and everything. I do have some issues with some designs, but we'll get to that in my negatives. But there's some really creative designs in that. I also really dug the pacing of this movie. This movie is an hour and 32 minutes long, and honestly, for me, I couldn't tell that. The movie went by so fast, I couldn't even tell it was an hour and 32 minutes. So, I thought the pacing was really good, kept me hooked into the movie. There were also some quite emotional. Also, I like the dynamic between John Goodman's Sully with the girl Boo. I like their kind of little dynamic. And there are quite a few moments in here that are pretty emotional, and I will admit, I did kind of cry in some of those parts. Especially at the end. I did cry at the end. I'm not going to lie. I mean, seriously. When did it ever become a law that men can't cry? And also the final climax of the movie, it was so fun, actually. What are my negatives with Monsters Inc.? Honestly, for me, some of the designs aren't really that interesting. There are some designs that are actually pretty creative, and I actually do like some monster designs. But there's other designs that I feel like, for example, I really dug the designs of the villains, which I'm not, if you haven't seen this movie, I'm not going to spoil the villains, and I guess that's supposedly a reveal. Although, to be honest, if you were to watch the film, it's kind of fucking obvious who it is. And also, there's some characters that I didn't find that interesting, for example, Billy Crystal's character, Mike Wazowski. He wasn't that interesting, and I didn't even found him funny at all. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's his delivery on the lines, or just, I don't know, maybe it's the fact his design isn't interesting, or if it's the writing, or I don't know. There's just something about the character Mike Wazowski I do not really care for. But I can't pinpoint what exactly it is. And on that, again, Billy Crystal's performance is the same thing. Not to say Billy Crystal and the character was bad, I just, I didn't gravitate towards that character. Also, some of the villains, when they are revealed in it, they do have interesting designs, and interesting abilities too, because, hence them being monsters and that, they have certain powers and that. But I don't think it was, even their powers were fully utilized to its potential, and knowing that, I just didn't found these villains that interesting, really, at all. Plus, again, it's like they do the whole twist as like twist villain stuff in this, and honestly, it's pretty fucking obvious who are the villains. And honestly, just for the most part, there's like throughout this movie, I didn't really found this movie funny. Actually, it was all really just dry humor, or even that, maybe the people like the actors performing the dialogue in that didn't have that great of a didn't have that great of um, timing or execution or whatever, and I just didn't laugh at it. And maybe I was supposed to. But honestly, those are my only problems with this film. And with that said, I'm going to give Monsters Inc. a 4 out of 5 stars. Honestly, this is a damn good movie. I do have some issues with it, but overall, it's a fun movie. And I'd highly recommend it, actually. And it's a movie I grew up on as a kid. It was really nice to rewatch this film after so many years. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.